Redeemer family. Pastor Dan here for this week's pastoral update. It's Thanksgiving week, and so I'm working from home this week. Thought I would just step out in my backyard here to record this pastoral update. So just want to quickly give you a few announcements on things that are happening this week, and I do have, as required for the pastoral update, my coffee mug. Let me say a word about this. This is actually a really important coffee mug to me. It was my dad. My dad died when I was really young. And this was his favorite cup. And I really enjoy using it and drinking out of it because I know that it was his. And there's actually there's a sacramental aspect of this, really, because I think about the fact that my dad had this favorite cup and that he drank out of it personally for many years. And now I get to drink out of that same cup. And so, of course, that should start to draw some lines pretty quickly into what we share, the reality that we share on when we celebrate the Eucharist together, and we drink out of the same cup that Jesus drank from, and that his disciples drank from, and that just as there's a reminder of my father in the act of taking part of a drink out of this cup, there's also a sense where he's there's something physical in the sense of that he's here in the sense of I'm sharing something that he shared. And so anyway, just thought that I would share that with you, and something that I think of quite often as I drink out of that mug, and as we share the cup that Jesus shared in the Eucharist, and we look forward to the time when we get to drink out of that same chalice of wine when we are at the wedding supper of the Lamb in the glorious future that awaits us. So with that said, a couple of announcements for us this week. As you know, COVID numbers are going up, and our mayor recently declared a state of emergency in Greensboro as well. We expected this reality, all of us, even though it's not one that is fun for us. And so we've made a couple of decisions in regard to that. One, for the time being, we're stopping indoor services, not in the greenhouse, just in the sanctuary. And so we'll still be offering the greenhouse service where there's a lot of airflow and it can be heated, but it's still kind of an outside venue as well. And so we'll still be having our greenhouse services, and you still need to register online for that. And we'll still have our Zoom and streaming services as well. We're just going to cut the sanctuary services for now. And that's really just out of an abundance of caution. And we also want to really encourage you, when you come to the service, in person, if you come to the greenhouse, make sure that you are wearing your mask. I know that these things have been politicized in some ways, and that it's not comfortable. And let's just set all that aside and say, look, just for the love of our neighbor and for safety, let's wear these for the time that we're together. So if you'll just make sure you wear your masks, and we have some extra there for you if you're going to come and don't have one. We have one for you, and let's maintain our social distancing as well. We will get through this thing together. We just need to love each other well in the process. And so none of this is done, whether it's just emphasizing the masks or stopping the indoor services. This isn't done out of fear. We don't have to be wrapped up in a culture of fear. This is good stewardship and loving one another and caring for one another and providing a safe environment. And so we appreciate you and your grace and your mercy and all that. As we have a lot of tough decisions to make about these things as well. And our desire is to glorify the Lord and to make sure that you, as the Redeemer family, have a safe place to be as well. A couple of other things. Want to thank you and celebrate with you for the farmers market that wrapped up yesterday. We literally served hundreds of families over the course of the weeks of this farmers market. There were lines around the parking lot this past week. Lena and the farm team have just done a fantastic job, and so many of you have volunteered your time. This is the church really being Christ incarnate in the community, and we can't thank you enough. What a beautiful and amazing thing this has been. So Lena, thank you. Farm team, thank you. Volunteers, thank you. You have put warm food in the bellies of a lot of folks in the name of Jesus Christ, and he is well pleased. We will be also having a Welcome to Redeemer Zoom call. Things in our Discovering Redeemer courses and such have been delayed, of course, with all of the COVID things that we've been adapting to. But we have coming up here in December, we have a Welcome to Redeemer Zoom call. So if you are new to Redeemer, if you've come, we are tracking a number of folks who are new and new to our community here, and have come over the course of the last number of months when our rhythms have been messed up. So December 15th at 7:30. December 15th, 7:30. There's a link to register here on this video. Want to encourage you, if you are new, to jump on. We're just going to introduce ourselves a little bit, teach you how to get connected within the church, welcome you to Redeemer, and we're going to do it as a dessert, which means you get to make dessert where you are. But we're all going to kind of digitally share dessert together on Zoom. Again, there's a link to register here on this video for December 15th, 7:30. We also have coming up, starting this Sunday, Advent is beginning. And this is the new season, the first season of the new church year. We'll explain that more on Sunday about what that means. But it's a time of expectation and preparation. And we just want to encourage you to recognize that Advent starts this upcoming Sunday, and begin to prepare your hearts for this penitential season in which we prepare for the coming of Christ, both the first time and now in our hearts, and remembering that Jesus is going to return again. That's all a part of Advent. As we move towards the Christmas season as well, we are going to be having a 5 p.m. Christmas Eve service in the greenhouse, a candlelight service, 5 p.m. on Christmas Eve. There's another link to register for that down here in the video as well, so that you can register for that and you can be a part of that. If you know that you're going to be there for that, go ahead and register as soon as you can, so we can get an idea of numbers and such, and make sure that we have enough room for everyone. And if we have to adapt, we will. But if you can just go ahead and register if you know you're going to be here for that time, and it will be offered on Zoom as well if you're not able to be here in person. Last thing that I have for you today is just give you a little teaser to be on the lookout for a new series of blog posts that are going to be in our New Garden News called Redeemer Stories, where we're going to be telling stories about amazing ways that God is working in some of our ministries and through the lives of some of our people. And so you will be getting that in your inbox as well. And if you have a story to tell, if the Lord has done something particularly exciting and amazing in your life that you want to be able to share with your church family, we'd love to be able to tell that. And you can email Anna, and her email is here in this video as well, to set up a time to be able to talk with her, so we can highlight that as well. We just want to tell the story of the amazing things that God is doing in our midst, to be able to give him the glory and to encourage one another in this. So friends, you are loved, you are prayed for, you are part of a really great move of God here at Redeemer. And I recognize, as we move into this time of Thanksgiving and Corona numbers are going up, that there's a lot of anxiety out there. May the peace that passes all understanding guard your hearts in the knowledge and love of Jesus Christ. The peace that passes all understanding, the peace that comes from our knowledge that our God is in control, and that we don't have to be a people of fear, that we can be a people of joy and a people of recognizing the sovereignty and in the presence of God, and that we can be that people of peace and people of joy in an anxious culture. So your clergy and staff are here to serve you, and if you need to reach out, if you're just really bogged down in this season, reach out to us and let us love you and care for you as well. You're not alone during this time as well. So friends, may God bless you during Thanksgiving. Be safe. We will see you this upcoming Sunday, and then in all the exciting things that we have coming up in December as well. We love you. God bless you.